Welcome back, guys. This week we are going to be working on lesson 21. We're going to be talking about adding and subtracting mixed numbers. So before we get too far ahead, let's look at our standard and what we're going to be working on. Our learning target, right? So, let me give my clicker. Today's learning target, this week's learning target is add and subtract mixed numbers with like denominators. Wow. That's a short learning target, isn't it? Usually those suckers are like way up here. But you can actually even see the box of usually how big it is. If you look close, usually it's like right here. Those are short learning targets there, right? Yeah. This week is very simple. We're adding and subtracting mixed numbers with like denominators. Anybody know what a mixed number is? Chris?
It's a whole number with a fraction with it.
Yeah, it's a number with a fraction with it, right? So I'm like 2.5 or 1 3/4, right?
Yeah.
It's a whole number with a fraction right behind it. That's all it is. So our learning target add and subtract mixed numbers with like denominators. Let's see how we did on that in the diagnostic. I know you guys just love checking it out.
Stop trying to expose us.
I'm not exposing anybody. I'm just showing you guys what we need to work on.
Aren't you recording right now?
I am recording, but they did it too, so.
You've had 100 people watch your videos and you're still exposing us.
So, use denominator, expressive fraction, solve word problems. Do you understand multiple? Solve word problems, and subtract mixed numbers. Like, here we go.
Dang it.
4NFB3C. Number and operation fractions. Build fractions from unit fractions by applying and extending previous understanding of operations. Add and subtract mixed numbers with like denominators. Let's get it with just our class.
Oh.
So, in Mr. Pathic's class, 19 out of 19, all of you students, we had a whopping green check marks, 0. We had, well, I'll show them. We had 2 clear check marks. Means we had 2 kids somewhat get it. And I had 17, nah,
You cannot.
don't get it. You will need to take the lesson. Yes, Nolan.
Not me. Christopher and Nolan.
Christopher and Nolan.
Wow, what a big surprise.
So, let's check out, for those of you virtual students that are in Miss Miracles class, we'll look at Miss Miracles.
You guys.
We won't show scores. We had 0 green check marks, 0 clear check marks, 18 X's. Not that much different than our class, right?
We did better than them.
No, we didn't. We had 2 kids get, maybe they understand it a little bit.
They had 0.
We had 2 kids that guessed lucky. Right? That's more or less what we had. Let's be honest here. We had 2 kids that guessed, made good guesses. So, should we probably work on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should. Something that you do not understand it. Yes, we need to work on it.
Maybe I'll do it.
Yeah, maybe we should watch this lesson.
Depends if I
If
fail.
we're going to work on that M-step thing that we just talked about, right?
Depends if I fail on our quick one.
Huh? It might help for the M-step, right?
Yep.
So,
Depends if I fail or not.
show me different ways to make 5/5. What's one way to make 5/5?
1/5 plus 1.
No,
1/5 plus 1/5.
Amelia?
3/5 plus 2. 3/5 plus 2/5.
3/5 plus 2/5 works, right?
Oh.
And I had to click the writing pencil. 3/5, and I can't use the red thing. 3/5 plus 2/5. What's another way? Caden?
1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5.
Yeah, that works, doesn't it? What's another way? Alexis?
4/5 plus 1/5.
What's another way? Amelia?
2/5 plus 2/5 plus 1/5.
2/5 plus 2/5 plus 1/5. 2/5 plus 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 2/5 plus 2/5 plus 1/5. 2/5 Gabe?
1/5 plus 2/5 plus 2/5.
We already have that.
Ah, dang it. Oh, I know.
Caden?
2/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5.
2/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5. Does that work?
Yeah.
Yep. What's another one? Orion?
2/5 plus 2/5 plus. Ooh, ooh.
Nolan?
3/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5.
3/5 plus 1/5. No, we don't have that one yet. 3/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5. Do they all add up to equal 5/5?
Yes.
What is 5/5 though?
One whole.
It's 1 whole 2, right? So would 5/5 be the same thing as 2 over 2?
Yeah.
Same as 4 over 4?
Yeah.
Same as 192 over 192?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same thing as 1 whole, right? Very good. So, on page 441, Rakul. I think that's how I pronounce his name. Rakul. If I have a boy, that's my name.
I think his
Rakul.
name is
Raquel?
Raquel.
Raquel. I like it. Raquel measures milk with a half cup measuring cup. She fills the cup 5 times and pours each half a cup of milk into a bowl. How much milk does Rakul pour into the bowl? So she has a half cup measuring cup. She fills it 5 times and dumps it into a bowl. So, no. Stop. Do the work on your own. You're working on your own. How much milk is in that bowl? She takes 5 half cups and pours it into the bowl. How much milk is in that bowl? You have a half cup and you pour it. You fill it 5 times and pour it into a bowl. How much milk is in the bowl? Bowl, please, from the chair right. So, you guys have had a couple minutes to work on it, right? How did you guys solve this problem? What's one way you could have solved this problem? Ryan? Huh? How would you, yeah, you're right, addition. How did you use addition? So you just add 1/2 5 times, right? So if you had 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2, you can add them all up. And would that tell you how many cups of milk are in the bowl? Half cups of milk are in the bowl? Yeah, right? Because you took 1/2 and poured it 5 times, right? So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 5 over 2. Now here's where we get in our dilemma. The answer is right, isn't it? You have 5 half cups. But what do you say if you want to find out how many whole cups are in there?
I did that. I did that.
How can you do that?
Never mind.
Gabe?
The way that I do is 1/2 plus 1/2. That equals 1 whole. So I use the other 3 first to also equal 1 whole. So that's 2 wholes. And then you got the 1 left over and you got 2 wholes and a half.
So what Gabe did, no. Gabe did something like this. Gabe knew that this is equal to 1. 1/2 plus 1/2 is equal to 1, right? So that's 1. Then he said this 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. Is there anything else to add besides that half? So then he just adds the 2 wholes. 1, 1. 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 1/2. So how many whole cups are there? There's 2 and a half cups, right? Does that make sense what Gabe did? That's one way you could do it. Another way you could do this is this.
Can I write that down?
Yeah, absolutely. There's another way you could do this is this. We have 5 halves, right? We said it added up to equal 5 over 2. I ask, how many 2's can I take out of 5?
2.
I can take 2 out, right? I take 2 out. So that means I take 2 out of 2 out. So I take 5 minus 2 out of 2, which this is really what?
Oh.
A whole. So this is 1. And I'm left with 3 over 2. Right? Can I take another whole out of there? 3 minus 2 over 2. Another whole. What am I left with?
1 over 2.
1 over 2. Can I take another whole out of that?
No.
No. So then I have 1 plus 1 plus 1/2. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 and 1/2. Does that work too?
Yeah.
Could I draw a picture for this?
Yeah.
Why not? I have, let's say I draw cups, right? So I fill 5 times, right? I'm going to split each cup in half, because I know I'm talking half cups, right? I fill it once, there's 1 cup, where's 1 half cup? Fill another time, that's 2 half cups, right? A third time, that's 3 half cups. A fourth time, that's 4 half cups. A 5 times, 5 and a half cups. Did I do 5 times?
Yeah.
And I'm left with 1 whole, 2 wholes, and a half. 2 and a half cups, right? Does that make sense? Does any one of those ways work? Are there any questions what I did there? What am I making?
Mixed number.
I'm making a mixed number, right? Do we know what we call 5 and a half?
Yeah.
What do we call it?
Improper fraction.
This is improper fraction. So we're taking an improper fraction and we're making it a what?
Proper fraction.
Not a proper fraction,
Mixed
but a
number.
mixed number. You take an improper fraction and make it a mixed number. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, Ryan.
Can you do like the problem like 10 twos minus 9?
We'll talk more about something when we get there, right? So, explain how you found total of milk. We just talked all about them, right? So we'll simply explain for right now. Number 2, looking ahead. Suppose Rakul has another bowl with 2 3/4 cups of milk. She then pours 1 3/4 of milk into this bowl. How much milk is she got left? So she has 2 3/4 cups, right? She pours 1 3/4 cup out of it. How much is left?
don't know.
Chris? 1 cup, right? She has 2 3/4 cups. Look at. So say I have. No, I'm sorry. She's not pouring it out. She's pouring more milk in. She has 2 3/4 cups. She adds another 1 3/4. What are we actually doing here? Adding. So she has 2 3/4, right? She's gonna add another 1 3/4 to it. She's adding, right? So what do we always do when we add? What way do we go?
Left.
We go right and go left, right? Opposite of reading.
Yeah.
So we do 3/4 plus 3/4 fourths. First, 3/4 plus 3/4 is what? 6/4. We keep the bottom number the same. We just add the top numbers, right? 3 plus 3 is 6. 2 plus 1 is.
3. So 3, 6.
Is this proper though? Is this a whole number? Is this a mixed number?
Yeah.
No. Wait.
No, you have 6 over 4.
Doesn't that make it proper? Doesn't that make it 4 2?
Let's talk about it. That's your 6. Can I take a whole lot of 6/4? Can I take 4/4 away from 6/4? If I take a whole lot of it, 6, I have 2/4. I take that whole and I add it to the mix, the 1. Then we add it to the 3. So 1 plus 3 is
1 plus 3.
it's 4. 4 and 2/4, right?
Are you gonna get our test back?
Can I? Why are you talking about that right now? Does that make sense what I just did there?
Not really.
Yeah, that's it does.
I have 2 3/4. 1 3/4. Add them. 3/4 plus 3/4 is what? Is 6/4 proper? It's improper. So what should we do? We should make it a what? What? No, not a proper. There's no such thing as a proper fraction. A mixed number. There's only improper fractions. There's not proper fractions. They're actually proper fraction is really a what? A mixed number. So what do we gotta make this?
We have
A mixed number, right? So, how many 4s can I take out of 6?
only 2. No, 4. No,
How many 4s can I pull out of 6?
1.
1. Because I have 4, so I pull 1 out. What am I left over with if I take a 4 out of 6?
1. You were left with 2.
2. Because I do 4/4. 6/4 minus 4/4 equals.
2.
So I have 1 2/4, right? So 6/4 is equal to what?
2. 2.
Equals to what?
2 fourths.
Not 2/4.
No. What? Say it again.
6/4 is equal to what?
1 2 4.
1 2/4. So then I add 2 plus 1 is 3. Do I have an extra 1 here now?
Yeah.
3 plus 1 is 4. So 2 3/4 with 1 3/4 are 4 and 2/4. Think of it like this. I have 6/4, right? Let's decompose 6/4. I have 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. 1 2 3 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, right? That adds up to what?
6 4.
So if I take 4 of these, that makes what?
4. 1
4/4 or 1 whole. How many are left?
2 fourths.
And I add my 2, my 1 equals 3. I add this 1 onto it because it's a whole number now, right? It's like carrying, correct? I'm taking, I have 1 2/4. I put my 2/4 down. carry my 1. Right? Is it the same thing?
Yeah.
1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 is
4.
4 and 2 fourths. Does that make sense now?
Kinda.
You get that? What I did there? You get that? That's what we're going to keep doing. We're going to be making fractions into mixed numbers. And then we got to carry when we're adding, subtracting. Does that make sense? So we're going to carry, we're going to borrow from the whole number. Got it? So we're going to be taking mixed numbers and making them fractions. And we're going to be taking whole numbers and making them fractions. We're going to be taking fractions and making them whole numbers. Going back and forth. That's how you do adding, subtracting, mixed numbers. A little bit trickier than just bare basic adding, subtracting fractions, right? But is it impossible? No. You can do it. So, the numbers 2 3/4 and 1 3/4 are mixed numbers. Mixed numbers have a whole number part and a fractional part. So they have the whole number and the fraction. You can think of it like this. You have 2 3/4 as 2 plus 3/4, right? What they are. You're adding a whole number to a fraction. You can break apart numbers to add 2 3/4 and 1 3/4 different ways. So how can you decompose 2 3/4?
Right. I forgot what it's called. No, right.
Yes, Chris.
Subtracting no 4 every time.
You're not subtracting anything, we're decomposing them. Or so, what do I do them like this? I have 2. Sorry.
Aren't you adding it?
Watch this. Why can't I do this? 2 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus. Is that decomposed? 2 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. And what is 1 3/4 decomposed?
1 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4.
Yeah, same thing, right? Is it decomposed then? Is it broken down?
Yeah.
Write an addition equation decompose 3/4. What is 3/4 decomposed as?
3/4?
What is 3/4 decomposed as?
1/4 plus 1/4.
Yeah, 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. What? Okay. What are 2 different ways you could add 2 3/4 then? Nolan?
2 plus 1 plus 3/4 plus 3/4.
Yeah, you could do 2 plus 1 plus 3/4 plus 3/4. What's another way?
Oh,
Madison? You know instruction? What's another way you could do it? Nolan, you have another way?
just add them. 2 and 3/4.
Well, they want you decomposing them because you can't add them all at the same time, right? What if I did? Just throw my marker there and done. What if I did this? 2 plus 1 plus 2/4 plus 2/4 plus 2/4. Does 2/4 plus 2/4 plus 2/4 equal all up to 1/2? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fourths? Yeah, because 2 plus 2 plus 2 is
6.
6. 2 plus 2 plus 2, there's 6 1/4. There's 6/4. Does that work? There's lots of different ways you can do it, right? You gotta break it apart to add the fractions. Any questions? Alright, let's go on to the next one. How does decomposing fractions help you adding numbers, mixed numbers? Amelia?
Because isn't it breaking up the numbers to help you add them?
It's breaking them up to add them, right? It's breaking them up. It breaks them up so you have an easier things to add. Right? It breaks them apart so you have easier things to add. Lois, wake up. You just got called out on a video. Alright. You can skip this part. The green pages are homework. Page 443 and page 444, they are yours. Virtual students, we'll catch you on the flippity flop. The flippity flop means tomorrow.
As Lo should say.
Smash that like and subscribe button. See you guys later.